Hey everybody, let's talk online game mode. Let's talk Rivals. Because there's a lot of things in Rivals that I feel like could be changed, in my opinion. Remember, this is my opinion. That would improve it. That would make it better. That would make it more enjoyable. And that would make more people play. It comes down to rewards, style of gameplay. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over there and get into that. If you do like the video, give it a thumbs up. Hit in the comment section below if you agree or what you think is a couple of things EA could do to save Rivals, because I feel like we need a change. And whether it be to rewards or the game mode or how it's done, I think we definitely need a change. So let's get into that, guys. I hope you do enjoy it. Okay, so as you know, Rivals, other than Champs, is the online game mode to play throughout the week. The difference between the two is one is quote-unquote the competitive game mode and a ranking system for top 100, and all divisions play within each other and they get ranked based on their wins throughout the week. Also, you can only play Champs Wednesday at 11 a.m. until Sunday at midnight-ish, or in that area. So Monday to mid-Wednesday, Rivals is the only online game you have. And it's your weekly option because Champs you only play 20. Now, there's been some people saying that we need multiple online modes, like regular Rivals and salary cap and stuff like that. I'm kind of going to bring that up. I agree that is something that would work, but we can't do everything at one time, right? Like, you can't have Rivals and salary cap, because that just dilutes the player pool even more in an already really slowing down time for this game. People are saying they can't find games. They're having trouble finding games. And if we had 2 game modes, that just splits the player base and it's even harder to find games. So let's talk about things that could happen. One, I'm going to start with the rewards, because I feel like the system I think would be good rewards is already kind of implemented. And it's just one little change. I think Rivals needs to be more of progression, and you get your rewards at that time. So I feel like, yes, this weekly tier list is really good, and it was a step forward in the right direction, but I think that needs to come over here. So I think no matter what, every week, if you just play one Rivals game, I think everybody, when you play your first Rivals game, at the end of it, you should get a premium player pack. Now, this is all Division 2, guys, so this rank system is already set into place, so it wouldn't be hard for them to do, but I feel like this is something they need to do. So if you're in a lower division and you're wondering why my rewards aren't lining up with your rewards, it's why. Just this is Division 2 rewards. I've seen the lower division, but we're not going to talk about that. So as I progress through my ranks, I should get these packs. I finish my first game, boom, you get a premium pack. It's untradeable, so it doesn't affect them. And then you come up one. Say when you complete the bronze tier, you get those points to get into bronze tier. You get an NHL player pack. Untradeable again, obviously. And then you move up, right? When you move up into silver, you get an elite pack and a player's pack. If they also want to give you the Hut Champs points, go ahead. But I feel like collecting Hut Champs points is brutal. They just store up your inbox, for me anyway, and there's nothing to do with them. So they could give them to you, they couldn't. It personally doesn't matter to me. It might matter to you. If it does, hit that in the comment section below. And then, you move up into gold. You see how this is going. Right when you hit gold, you get those packs given to you immediately. And then you hit platinum, again, you get those packs given to you immediately. All non-tradable. I know we hate non-tradable, but they're not going to give us all these rewards tradable, right? Which they should be tradable, because then they would help the auction house if they could deal with that. But again, that's besides the point. You get these when you hit it. And then Diamond, you get these when you hit it. And then Ultimate, you get these Ultimate packs, Jumbo Elite packs, and an Elite pack when you hit it. That way, as you're going through the week, you're getting stuff, you're building your team, you're getting rewards. It's giving you incentive to keep playing the game. Now, I know that these points right now are based off of actual playing percentages points, but they would have to change that. So Ultimate, you would need 20,000 points, 15,000 points for Diamond, 10,000 points for Platinum, 7,500 points for Gold, 4,000 points for Silver, 1,000 points for Bronze, and just playing a game for Iron. I feel like that's how the system should be. As you go up, you get these rewards. As for ranking yourself to get better rewards, that system's in Champs. Separate the two. And then you're going to notice here, while you're sitting in Rivals, so you have your weekly win rewards, which if they want to keep that around, they can. And then you have down in the bottom corner your Hut Champs points, whether you've registered or not. I think that can go. You know if you're registered or not. It can be in the Hut Champs category, because if you look, when you go into Champs and bring up that Hut Champs menu, there is literally a bar down here all by itself that doesn't get used for anything. It is literally just for show. So that could be your points. You go into Hut Champs, it shows you your points, whether you're qualified or not. Easy, right? And it tells you whether you're qualified right here. Status, qualified, not qualified, you know. I think when it comes to Rivals, this category here where it says Hut Champs, whether you're qualified or not, I think that could be the upcoming event. So every Tuesday at 5, Rivals changes, but that could be the upcoming event. And why that's very crucial is because of what I'm going to suggest. And what I'm going to suggest is themed Rivals, right? So I think they're on the right track with like international, with sims, 3v3, burst, stuff like that. And that stuff can stay. But if we had a week's notice where in the bottom right-hand corner here, it showed us what was going to happen next week, then we could play good Rivals. So down there in the bottom right-hand corner, you're playing Sims right now, but all week next week is going to be East, where you can only have a team from East, from the East Conference. Or salary cap pops up down there, salary cap, where you have to have a salary cap team, or base team, where you can only build a team out of base cards. I think that kind of would help spark up Rivals a little bit, where people are always changing and building teams, or when you do get cards, you kind of save them and be like, oh, I'll save this base Connor McDavid non-tradable because I can put that on my base team instead of just turning him in for an 87 overall collectible to get me an MSP. I can put him on my base team and have that ready for when that comes around. And also my East team. If I wanted Connor on my East team, that card could help there. Salary cap as well, right? Like there's a lot of, like, it's not just, oh, I'm saving one card for one specific thing, because you can save a card for East, you can save a card for base, you can save a card for salary. All those things can fit under one thing. So I feel like, yes, how they're changing up Rivals is a good call, but I think they need to change it to theme, right? Where it could be like a theme team. It doesn't matter what team you pick, but all the players have to be from that team. It doesn't matter what conference you pick, but all the players have to be from that conference. Salary cap. Like I said, just a couple of game modes like that would help spark Rivals. Because right now, Rivals feels like a chore that you just take your team in that you've been building all year and you throw it in there. I feel like Champs can be for your ultimate team. You know, I've built this unbelievable God Squad, and I take that into Champs. But why not have fun with it throughout the week, where you can, you know, if you want to, you can build different teams and throw them in and jump in like that. They don't need to narrow it down so far where it's like you have to use a Boston team. They can just say Atlantic, right? Build a team with just Atlantic players. Build a salary cap team where, you know, you have 200 points and like the base Connor McDavid costs you 50. So if you want to put the base Connor McDavid in, it's going to take up a significant amount of your points. I feel like that would help Rivals in and along with also the reward system, where when you hit a certain tier, you get those rewards handed to you. Or if they want, they could make it so like you don't get the rewards until the end of the week. But if you get Ultimate, you get all the rewards for going through all the progressions. That's a little much to get all at one time. So I feel like they wouldn't do that at all. They would probably change some things out. So like this group here, instead of getting a Jumbo Elite Pack and an Elite Pack, you get 10,000 coins and Hut Champs points. Even though I don't like Hut Champs points. At Silver, you get 5,000 coins and whatever event collectible is on that day. At Diamond, you get 20,000 coins and a couple of seasonal event collectible, or a couple of seasonal collectibles. Like that's things they could do. Like they don't need to mimic these exact rewards, but they can change them out. Like, so just for playing a game, you get 3,000 coins instead of an NHL, instead of a premium players pack. And then you get the one pack here, and then you get coins and a collectible, and then you get these packs, and then you get coins and collectibles. You see the idea behind it is Rivals needs to be heavier rewarded so people play it, because like, I mean, people aren't playing it right now. It's really hard for some people to find games. We need to get people back on the game, and we need to give them a reason to grind the game. And if you get more rewards, then it's not so much of a hit when you have to build a East team, right? So like people are going to say like, oh, I don't want to be building new teams every week. If you're getting a ton of rewards, that's not that bad. it's really not going to be that bad because you're getting all these packs. You take a couple of players out of the packs to build the next team. So that's just thought on how Rivals could get a little better, in my opinion. And like I said, I want your opinion down below because I want to know what you guys think of Rivals. But yeah, guys, that is my opinion. And my opinion might not line up with your guys' opinion. That's why I really want to know. Because do you think Rivals is fine the way it is? Do you think it needs to be changed? How do you think it needs to be changed? But I do appreciate and thank you guys for watching the video. I hope you did enjoy it. Until next time, ciao, ciao, guys.